Everyone's been analyzing his last promo, whatever the fuck it was.
Now, didn't he cut this promo and then died the next day?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Like Alanis Morissette shit.
So a lot of people say it could be him doing a suicide note. It could be him knowing that his time was done. I feel like you're giving him, the Ultimate Warrior, way more credit than he deserves.
But here at Jim and Them, we'll break it down line by line.
Because every fucking Ultimate Warrior promo was crazy and was like this.
Wasn't he on a lot of drugs during the...
That I don't know. I mean, I'm sure it could be argued he did some steroids or whatever. It's easy now to look at him and be like, oh yeah, he doesn't look that great either. I mean, he doesn't look like he's going to die or anything, but...
Victory, Warrior!
But this was embarrassing me. I watched it live, and it really was giving me deuce chills. Because, don't get me wrong, I loved Ultimate Warrior as a kid.
Oh, so did I.
But then when I was older, and then he went to WCW, and he was like the secret
Yeah, he kept like popping in
serpent
mirrors
or
and
whatever.
stuff.
Yeah, he'd pop up in mirrors and do magic.
He had to be Warrior because he couldn't be Ultimate Warrior.
And it's poetic that he had this falling out with Vince McMahon and the WWE, and he had just patched things up and signed a deal, and then he died. It's poetic or tragic. I don't know however the fuck you want to look at it. Because he hasn't gone to the douchey part yet.
Coming out in full Warrior makeup, too.
No makeup.
He should have
Oh,
ran.
no makeup.
No, watch. He's got an answer for the makeup, though. And that's what gave me deuce
As I
chills.
thought about what I was going to say this evening,
I forgot.
it's been hard for me to find the words. That's
Speak from the heart.
Find my pain.
Yes, he's got a mask. Which you can get now for like what, $29.99? I think.
$50 a piece.
Like, because how happy? On one hand, they just signed this deal where they're going to do their DVD's coming out, or it just came out.
Oh yeah.
They got new merch they made. This wasn't planned with him dying,
But, now
but
it's
him
stoked.
dying helps it so
Dude,
much.
so it's so good for them.
Well,
so
and
good.
Vince didn't even really like him, right? So like him dying is like perfect.
Did Vince McMahon kill him? Is that what we're saying? We're
It
saying
could be.
there's murder afoul? Is that...
And
He murdered Puke for
well,
sure.
Let's remember that
He's gonna-
he did change his name to Warrior. So when he puts the mask on, he has to talk to Warrior and say, "Hold on, I'm Warrior." So Warrior,
Wait a minute.
let me handle this. Like a lot of
what he
people,
does?
yes, listen, a lot of people glossed over this part of how the Warrior has to speak to Warrior, Jim Hellwig, or whatever his name is. But that's not his name anymore. He changed his name to Warrior. So he's Warrior, but also when he has the paint on, he's Warrior.
Huh.
Or the mask. The mask on, maybe.
Oh, it's
well,
creepy as fuck.
then you shut up, Warrior, and let me do the talking.
Yeah, Warrior. Shut up for a second.
Yeah, make a pig noise. You're a warrior.
No WWE talent becomes a legend on their own.
No, wait.
But you
Every
did.
man's heart one day beats its final beat. His lungs breathe their final breath. And if what that man did in his life,
Like you, like
makes
the Warrior,
blood
like
pulse
tomorrow.
through the body of others, it makes them believe deeper in something than larger
Fix
than
your
life.
mask.
Than his essence.
Way up on your
his
eyes.
Yeah,
spirit.
he really looks ridiculous.
He
Like, let's
does.
be honest. I
Yeah.
know we have respect for the dead.
Hell
The
yeah.
Warrior is a legend. He will be remembered for wrestling fans, anyways. But let's be real. Fix your fucking mask.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
way
If you
up.
want anyone to take you serious right now.
Can you not see out of that eye? Is it like a Shawn Michaels dead eye type thing?
Will be immortalized by the storytellers, by the loyalty, by the memory of those who honor him.
Yeah, I don't see a lot of like
The running the man
like still
did
caps of
live
this
forever.
picture of him, like R.I.P.
You-
But like he's basically like that guy that's like wearing sunglasses wrong,
you-
like looking.
You are the legend makers
So
of
confused.
Ultimate Warrior.
Pretty tepid response.
Well, because a lot of them are kids.
Fair enough.
In the back, I
Adjust
see
your
many
mask.
potential legends, some of them with warrior spirits, and you will do the
Oh, only
same
some
for
of them.
Yeah, not all of them.
You will decide if they lived with a passion and intensity. So much so that you will tell your stories and you will make them legends as well. I am Ultimate Warrior. You are
Ultimate
the
Warrior.
fans.
Yeah, you're well, fans. Okay.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever.
Forever.
Or at least 24 hours.
When I shut my eyes, it sounds like an old Indian chief bestowing knowledge upon me.
What the Ultimate Warrior was all
Yeah,
about.
he was
man.
he was like an old Indian chief.
Yeah.
And
Fix your fucking mask the whole time. That's all
Look
I can
how
think about.
sad that still is. Sorry, podcasters, but
Oh, wow.
it's really sad, kind of.
That is a sad still.
Even without him dying, it's sad.
It's just Kevin Nash in like a Halloween costume. Like, who's that?
No, Ultimate Warrior's promos were always kind of like about death, and they were always about how greatness and this and how like remember what
rocket to the moon.
and then Hulk Hogan is on the plane to Destiny,
And I'm there too.
And like, is he gonna be able to take out the pilots, or is he gonna be able to get there? And then it's like exit stage left, exit stage right.
Snagglepusses.
There's no way to get out because the lights are in flames. Like,
Yeah, there's the reason that because we've done it on the show before.
Yeah, we've
there's a
done it
reason there's
before.
not like a bunch of like of these like in memory of Ultimate Warrior and like playing back sad music, him doing his promos because they're nonsense. They're weird. They're all screaming nonsense, and it's all about like fire, and he's gonna fucking.
I mean, in a way, like I agree. It's something poetic, and it is something like, wow. It's weird that he got to go out there and everyone cheered for him. He got to have this great moment, and he kind of talked about his legacy.
Yeah.
And then he died. Like, it's kind of like a written way to do it. Like there's not much better ways to do it, especially as a wrestler.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna die early, that's for sure. But you don't always get to have a great moment before you do.
Right.
Make sure you fix your mask.
His music kicks. Just take it off.
The Ultimate Warrior.
Stupid mask.
I can't get off.
The newest member of the Hall of Fame.
Why does everybody have Ultimate Warrior shirts already?
Because they just released them. It worked out so perfect.
Do you think it was the stress of doing this again?
Maybe. I don't. It just. I feel it's got to be timing. It could have been because he was at what? He was at WrestleMania for the Hall of Fame, and they had this whole weekend. They had a Hall of Fame thing. Then he was at WrestleMania where they kind of inducted him again, or that he was mentioned and they brought out to cheer that he was in the Hall of Fame. And then he came out on Raw to talk about his legacy, and then he died. Like,
Yeah.
But just to give, not to want, but just to sin. Sin the power warrior. Down everybody's throat in the WWE till they become sick of it.
What if someone
You're
told
gonna
you
get
like
sick
tomorrow
of
that
it
guy's heart
because
popped?
this freaking
That
nature
guy.
right here
Oh,
is
yeah,
just beginning
okay.
to swell. And when I get big enough, brother, there ain't gonna be room for anybody else but me and all the warriors float through
This
the
is
veins
excellent on
and
film.
the power.
In case anyone else wants to do that.
I really kind of want to get this DVD they're just releasing now, like the Ultimate Warrior
That's
DVD.
yeah.
Flow through the veins of the warrior.
How must I prepare? You must ask yourself. Should I jump off the tallest building in the world? Should I lay on the lawn and run over me with lawnmowers? Should I go down?
man,
Oh yeah,
wait,
that's
wait,
what we talked about that before.
Yeah, lay on the lawn of
Get sinistered, I
and
guess.
get run over by lawnmowers.
Yeah.
Should I go to Africa and let it trample me with raging elephants? You can feel it, dude. You can feel it. Load the spaceship with the rocket fuel. Load it with the words. In my final meeting with the gods from the heavens above, as they spoke to me and hit me with the power of the Ultimate Warrior, they told me, exit stage left, exit stage right. There is no place to run. All the fuses in the exit signs have been burned out. With the command of my
with the
voice, I
angels
raise
now.
the level of the warriors to one that can't be reproduced. Dig your claws into my organs. Stretch into my tendons. Bury your anchors into my bones. For the power of the warrior will always prevail. Family that
Why
I
did my
live for.
parents let me watch this shit?
Wasn't this like you would call him or something? Or?
If there was someone that grew up in the perfect time, well, not grew up, but like he hit the perfect time. Because I don't see any time besides the 80s that someone like the Ultimate Warrior could be as big as he was.
Oh,
Yeah.
Because he's just some.
He's got no
some-
mic skills
He's
whatsoever.
some cheesy, long-haired asshole.
Yeah.
That is jacked.
Right.
And he yells weird shit. But everyone
Everyone's
ignores
just like,
that.
Yeah.
You don't really, no one you don't have the cynicism of the 90s or
Yeah.
or
Well,
even
I
the,
remember liking him as a kid. And I don't remember any of this other stuff.
no, I
Yeah.
remember
I just
loving
remember
him
him in
as
the
kid.
ring, just like ah, and I was like, yeah, warrior.
Yeah, I had
What?
one of his little pillows.
Yeah.
I had the
Hulk
Hogan
Hogan
time.
one, buddy. I had the Hogan one too.
I had Hogan and Warrior.
Here's the thing I loved about the Ultimate Warrior: always ran. Didn't matter if it was WrestleMania, and it was a mile to the stage. He just
that was the thing. A lot of people were kind of bummed out that he didn't run to the ring on Monday, and then he died the next day. Yeah, because a lot of people. I remember seeing tweets. People were like, "Oh man, I wish he ran out. Like that would have been awesome." I was like,
What if he ran out his heart popped in the middle?
What if he?
Like,
Yeah, what if he just collapsed?
It's live. Because that happened to Lawler,
Breathe
basically.
the air that smells of combat. With or without the faceplate, I am the ultimate warrior. The heavens have opened up from above, and the warriors have spoken. You felt the power that makes the skies rumble, and the earth
Look at his
shake.
hair. That
Come
hair
on
is
in.
deadly, too.
When nightmares are the best part of my day. I live for anger and frustration. Combat is where we'll be. I look above to the gods, and when you fall below the skeletons of the warriors past, the power of the warriors will become the eighth wonder of the world. Normal people.
Perfect.
the
No
people
other
that walk
takes.
the streets every day. We cannot
What's up with his
understand. Now you must do it.
Is anyone surprised he lived his life at 11?
I know.
He lived his life at 11 nonstop.
He lived his life as fucking potato. Apparently. He's fucking going ham on everything.
And then I was gonna go to the grocery store and pick up some paper towels.
But then the Warriors came to, and they said, "No, don't need towels. You get the generics. They're just as good." But then I got into that great value.
But you know they say your heart only has so many beats. Doesn't matter if it's Jim's heart or my heart or Joe's heart. It only beats so many times. So when your whole life, like Joe said, is lived at this energy level that's just fucking insane, it's gonna be hard to live for
plus-
too long.
Triple H is probably happy he died.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if Triple H ever, even though, Triple H
What
got
was
to the heights.
beef? What was the beef that like kept him
WrestleMania
out of-
12, man. I think it was WrestleMania 12. Ultimate Warrior beat him in like 10 seconds.
No. What was the beef? No.
Did he really?
Yeah, he ran out, ran against the ropes, clotheslined him, and gorilla pressed him and pinned him.
Oh man.
It was like the music wasn't even done yet.
Oh.
Was that before he was important? Triple
Oh, yeah.
H?
Well,
yeah, that was when he was
back
just
when he was
Hunter.
Hunter
he was
Hearst
Hunter
Helmsley.
And he was
Helmsley,
like sort
yeah.
of doughy and like a rich guy.
And it was like the big,
pressed
Ultimate
him.
Warrior was back.
He-
And then he was gone again immediately.
He wasn't even DJ.
he ran and they just never found him again. He
He ran off. He just kept running.
Well, that would have been a much better way for him to go out than popping in the fucking
I would love-
hotel.
yeah, if they
Just
somehow
run
did it.
until you never saw him.
I would
again.
love if they just did a thing of how Warrior runs out and then camera follows him and he runs to WCW. And he just runs into that ring and kicks someone else's ass.
Yeah.
And he runs back.
He's just going around the globe, pressing.
He's doing his he's on his Forrest Gump shit. And he's just running everywhere.